This is Carl at National RV Detroit, and I'm going to be walking you through your Denali fifth wheel 293 RKS. Okay, so here I am on the door side of the trailer. So, as you can see, you've got a ground control stabilizing system by Lippert. It's one of the door side rear ram. Okay, you've got a power awning, outside speakers. You got a propane quick connect here for a grill or a griddle or whatever you choose. You've got video or antenna out plus power to put a TV out here if you want to. Let me see if I can get this open here with one hand. It's always tricky. There we go. Make my camera work. Okay. So, this is your basement. You see you've got a central vacuum system. This device here is the control box for your touchscreen monitor panel. You've got two different cranks here. This is a 3/4 inch hex. This one here is a little bit different. You can see it's got a cylinder with a slot cut in it. Now, let me look around to see where that one goes. So that one can aid in cranking the slide outs in manually if you need to. You can use that crank, and it'll get you out of trouble if you have a major issue with the slide outs. Okay. Let's see what else. This is one of your LP tanks. Right here. So you can get this side of the basement open. There we go. Okay. So, on this side of the basement, you can see you've got the control panel for your electronic leveling. Basically, you're just going to auto level, and it will level the trailer automatically. Now, if you need to retract and do some other functions, you can scroll here. Let me see if hopefully you can read this. But drop front jacks, you can do auto reconnect. That basically remembers the last hitch height. So if you're let's say you're leveled, you auto leveled it, but now you're ready to leave. Well, it'll remember the last height that you hitched up at, and it'll return to that height. So it'll bring the jacks up and put the front end in that same position. So you should be pretty darn close when it comes to hitching up. So it remembers the last hitch height. Let's see what else we have. You can manually retract them and extend them just by pushing these 4 different buttons here. Okay. You push enter to activate any one of these commands. You can do the same thing in retract and use the same commands, but just for retracting. Let's see if there's anything else. That's to reset. Auto retract the rear. So you've got several, and that's for basically setting it up. So you got several different options. Okay. Also, there's the controls right here. Now keep in mind this system likes to have a strong 12 volts. 13 point something is even better yet. So that's one thing about the ground control system. You really want to have a charged battery when you use it. Okay. All right. So what he was doing here is, looks like he's winterizing the trailer right there. This is the winterizing hose, if you can see. He's got that apart right now, but this will be winterized when you get it. So you got your city water connection right here, which is the most common way of getting water to your trailer. You just hook it up, turn it on, and you're all set. This is a sprayer, obviously that connects right there. This is a black tank flush. After you dump your black tank, you can put your hose on there at the dump station and use it to flush out your black tank. If you want to fill your onboard water tank, let's say you're going to a campground that doesn't have plumbing on the campsite, you can pre-fill your fresh water tank here and use the onboard pump to pump the water. You got a 50 amp 30-foot cord and the reducers to reduce it down. You see you have your black tank valve there and your gray tank valve there. Remember, always dump the black first, that's toilet water and waste. Then you dump the gray. That'll, you know, clean. It's clean or dirty water, so it'll clean out the hose a little bit. Keep in mind that after you dump it, you can also, like I told you, you can go to the black tank flush there and just clean your black tank out even better. So this is your water heater. The switches to operate it are inside, but you see right now the drain plug is out, so it's drained. When spring comes around, remember you want to fill your water heater tank before you turn on any energy source to it. You don't want to try and run it dry or you'll damage it. So always make sure you got water in the water heater tank before you turn it on. That is your vent for your range hood. If you're going to vent to the outside using the range hood, there's a tab in each corner. You'll free that tab up so the baffle will flap freely. All other times you'll keep the baffle shut, but when you're venting to the outside, you want to make sure that it flaps freely. Here's a second gray tank here. This would be a Galley Tank, I'm sure, which is a kitchen sink tank, basically. You've got a rack for the back that'll hold bicycles and or stuff. Your ladder folds up and down, but it's a good thing to have because you need to inspect your roof. You figure every 90 days or so is what the manufacturer states. You figure the spring, the middle of the summer, and then the fall, you're going to go up there or have someone else go up on the roof and make sure that all the sealant is good and tight, no cracking, no separation. And when you do see something like that, because some year when you're looking you will, get it taken care of immediately. That's very important. Okay, let's go inside. We're still cleaning the outside here, so it's a little bit dirty, but our cleaner has definitely done the inside, I can tell. She always leaves this rag here when she's done, so, or a rag there. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. Okay, so this has a touch screen. Let's get some lights here. So, we push the power button. It's gonna, let's see, we'll try 4 zeros first. That usually works, and it did in this case. So you can turn all the interior lights on at once, like I just did. The awning light is separate. You can go back a page. These are your tank levels here. Freshwater is empty, black. Gray 1 and gray 2 are both empty. Remember I told you gray 2 was this for the kitchen sink on the back wall. That's called a galley tank sometimes, or sometimes gray tank number 2, whatever. Your water pump, you can turn it on there. Your water heater from here, so you can select electric, propane, or both. Remember, always make sure there's water in there. As these tanks fill, these circles will turn solid as it fills up. And I told you about how the stabilizing system loves to have more than 13 volts. You can see you got 13.7 here, which is a good thing. Okay, let's see, we'll go this way. Okay. Okay. So there's your bedroom slide in and out, your kitchen slide in and out, dinette slide in and out, awning in and out. So all your power stuff is operated there. All right. Your thermostat is pretty typical. Hopefully I was focused on that when I was showing you that, because I got a bad habit of not paying attention to what I'm filming here or recording. So your thermostat, you just hit the mode button once to light it up, then you'll scroll through auto fan, auto air conditioner, always running on auto if you can, and furnace, and then off. Okay, there's a lag time of about 6 seconds each time you select the air conditioner, let's say, so keep that in mind. Your fireplace is actually going right now. So the fireplace comes with a remote. Let me see where she put them here. I'll look for a second here. I'm not going to go hog wild, but oh boy, where did she put them? Oh, here they are. Okay. Your TV remote is right here, and then you've got your stereo remote here, and then of course your fireplace here. So the fireplace is on and off. Okay. You can set the appearance of the flame. You can turn on the fan to turn it into a space heater. You can set the timer on it. You can set the temperature. So there's a lot you can do with it. It's a good space heater. It works on 110 AC, so you won't be using up your LP. Okay. Your sound system plays discs, CDs, and DVDs. You can stream off USB stick. You can hook up with Bluetooth and stream from your phone or tablet. You've got speaker zones outside, 1, 2, inside and outside the trailer. So there's a lot you can do with that also. This is a fold-out hide-a-bed. So you take these cushions off, these two cushions, then you're going to grab it at the cushion. You're going to fold it out two panels and put the legs down. Then you'll drop the back panel into place. And you've got a hide-a-bed there. It's a pretty decent one, also, considering it's foam and all that. So it's not like it used to be. You also have storage under here. You can probably see that. That panel comes up. You got more storage there. All right. The range, you just spark to light. You're just going to go to light and then spark it like that. It lights up. The oven, you got a light with a grill lighter. So all the way to the back down there is a pilot light. So what you do is you'll go to the oven knob and you go to pilot, then depress it. Then you'll take your grill lighter and you'll light the pilot light back there. After it lights, you'll still hold this in for another 10 seconds or so. Keep it depressed. And then after it heats up, you go to operating temperature. But when you shut it off, the pilot light goes off or goes out. So you got to relight the pilot light each time you use the oven. This is the range hood. I just told you about the baffle on the outside. Okay. You also have some more light here, ambient light. Your air conditioner. Sorry. Your microwave works like any other microwave. You got a double door gas absorption refrigerator. Basically, it's very simple. On and off, of course. AC, here, let me show you with the modes here. LP, automatic, and AC. So you're going to go to automatic. The reason they call it automatic is because it always seeks out 110 AC. That's what it's telling you right there. And if it finds AC power, it uses it. It runs the refrigerator on it. If it can't find it, it'll automatically switch over to gas. So that's why they call it automatic. Or let's say you're gone for the day and you have a power outage at the campground. Well, it'll automatically sense that and switch over to gas so you don't spoil your food. So keep in mind, auto is normally where you have it. You can run it dedicated to gas pulling down the road if you want to. Keep in mind, auto is the safe way to go. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. You do have a swing-out bracket for your television, so you can point it towards the couch or wherever you need to point it to. All right, this device here is your power converter. What this does, it converts 110 AC to 12 volt DC. So you can see you've got regular household type circuit breakers here, and they're all labeled. That's 110 AC. Then the power is converted over to DC power here. So you got 12 volt fuses here, and they're all labeled, right? So you have 12 volt DC on this side. So also, if these fuses were to blow, they'll actually light up, and you can see it through this tinted plastic here. So you would know that you blew a fuse. Also, when you're plugged in, it'll sense how much energy your battery has up front, and it'll keep it charged. So if you're almost totally charged, it'll just trickle a couple amps up there. If you're low, it'll send 10 amps or whatever it needs to get it charged up. Okay. So as long as you're plugged in, it charges your battery. Okay. You got a ceiling fan, and switch is right there. Okay. All right. So we go upstairs a little bit to the bathroom. The sink and the shower work like any other sink and shower. The thing to know has to do with the toilet. You can't use it dry, meaning that you need to have chemical and water in it each time you start to use it. So that's antifreeze there. That's residual pressure there. So the black tank is directly below, right there. So let's say that you get to the campground, you hook up your water, your power, you come in here, then you're going to take your chemical whichever brand you use, you read the directions and put 1 dose right there in the bowl. Then you'll, because your water's hooked up, you'll step on the pedal here, water will come swirling out, right? It'll wash the chemical right into the black tank directly below. You stay on the pedal till it puts about 1 gallon or so of water in there. There's no way to tell exactly what 1 gallon is. You just use common sense. That's about 1 gallon. So that's, if you need to add a little more, you can, but it doesn't have to be perfect or exact. The thing is, if you use it dry, the smell will be overwhelming. You'll only do it once, believe me. Just remember, whenever you're starting off with a dry black tank, you put your chemical and about 1 gallon or so of water in there to get going, okay? Also, when you're showering, always use your exhaust fan with the shower to pull the humidity out. Okay, so you've got a second air conditioner up here. Let me find a light here. Up here, the controls are on it. All right, you have obviously storage, and you have a wardrobe behind there. You can hang your clothes. This bed pulls up, and there's like a foot locker underneath it, so that's good. All right, and you have there's a mounting plate back here, a backer to mount a TV bracket there, and there's your antenna and your power. Okay. Also, that's your TV antenna. It doesn't go up and down. It's kind of disc shape. It just rotates, so you could rotate it. But it doesn't go up and down like they used to. Okay. All right. Let's go back this way. You got a CO2 and carbon monoxide and LP sorry, a smoke detector. There we go. I got it out. There's also going to be another detector down here somewhere. Let's find it. Right here. So there's a second one. That's LP gas. Okay. Alrighty. So let me look around and see if I forgot anything. You've got a lot of, your slide rooms are big, very big. You can see it slides right over this peninsula here. Also, there's an extension. You can pull this part of the table out about another foot or so. So that extends out. All right. Okay, let me shut your fireplace off because there's no reason to keep it running right now. Okay, I think that covers it. Also, I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Keep in mind what I said about inspecting your roof. You want to do that on a regular basis. It's very important, okay? The trailer is winterized, so the water heater is empty, and there's antifreeze in all the lines. Okay, thank you very much.